Are you planning to get married? Now, here are important advice you need to hear. Welcome you to BlissHills Relationship and Marital Hub, where we reveal the truth that builds marriages and heals relationships. So, I ask you, you are planning to get married? Let me ask you this. Now, are you preparing for a wedding or preparing for a lifetime? You see, many couples spend more time choosing colors of dress, colors of cake, than building communication and character. They plan the day, the wedding day, but not the decades that follow ahead. And that's why this teaching is not just important, it's urgent. So before you say I do, there are things you absolutely must know. There are things you must discuss. There are issues you must resolve. This is marriage preparation they don't often preach in churches or even whisper at bridal showers. Stick around with me because this truth will save your heart, will save your home, and possibly save and rescue your future marriage. Hit that subscribe button right now and let's dive into deep waters of wisdom. Now, number one thing is that you must know that marriage is not about finding the perfect person. It's about becoming one. What did I just say now? Marriage is not about finding the perfect person. It's about becoming one. Becoming the perfect person yourself. Hear me now. If your goal is in a marriage, or if your goal is just to marry the person who never annoys you, if your goal is to marry the person that never agrees with you, and your choice is for the person that always read your mind, then I can tell you, you are not yet ready for marriage. That's the simple truth. Marriage is not a reward for finding the right person. It's a refining process where two people are shaped, stretched, and even sanctified by love. So your focus should not only be on compatibility, but also on character, on humility, especially then on emotional maturity. Then ask yourself, how do I handle offense and correction? Am I teachable? Can I be faithful when feelings fade? When feelings fade up, can I still remain faithful? Whether you like it, you believe it or not, there are times in marriage when emotional feelings can be challenged, can fade for some reasons, like childcare and all manner of routines. But the truth is this, ask yourself, when that time comes, in as much as there are still solutions to it, you work on yourselves to make it work. But when that time comes, will you still remain and be faithful? Don't forget that marriage doesn't just expose your partner, it also reveals you. And if you're not willing to grow, if you're not willing to forgive, if you're not willing to serve, then you are not ready for the weight of covenant of love. You're not ready yet for the weight. Don't just check your partner's flaws. Don't just see your partner's weaknesses. Check your own readiness as well. Confirm your own readiness as well. Number two thing you must know is that communication is not optional. You must know this if you are planning to go into marriage anytime soon. Communication is not optional. It is the foundation. It is the foundation. It will interest you to know that before marriage, many couples talk about everything. They talk about dates, they talk about dreams, they talk about desires. But have you discussed, ask yourself, have you discussed the uncomfortable topics. I know why I put them that way, uncomfortable topics. Now, do you know how your partner handles conflict? These are uncomfortable topics you need to also talk about. How your partner handles conflict. You need to examine them. What forgiveness means to them, you need to ask. You need to verify their views on parenting, their opinions on finances, very important, even their take on gender roles and even sex, as mild as they may sound. They are very important. You must verify them. You see, you need to know how they talk when they are angry. What are their reactions? Not just their reaction when they're angry, how they ought to talk when they are angry. Because, believe it or not, the words of mouth carries weight. Enough weight to tear your home apart. You need to see how they react. You need to see how they react when things don't go their way. When things don't go the way they want. How do they react? So avoid these pitfalls. Avoid this pitfall. Don't marry someone just because they talk sweet. You know, they talk, their words are sweet. They talk sweet in peace. Don't just choose someone that way. Watch how they speak in storms. Remember, communication in marriage is not about being perfect. Please don't forget this. It's not just about being perfect. It's about being intentional. It's about being respectful. It's about being open. That is communication for you. Now, you're planning to go into marriage soon. Number 3, you must know that love can't pay bills. Talk about money early. Talk about money issues early. Love can't just pay bills. Talk about money early. You see, one of the causes of marital conflict, I can tell you, is not infidelity. It's financial misunderstanding. It might come to you as a shock. Don't walk blindly into a marriage where one person wants to save and the other wants to spend. It has to blend. Now, have you asked questions like, how much debt do you have? You need to verify before you go in. Do you believe in joint or separate accounts? What does financial success mean to you? In as much as two persons cannot just be savers alone, it will still hurt the marriage because one has to spend in order for the other at least to learn to take care of themselves. If not, you save and save and save without saving. At the end, you find out that you didn't save your life. You did not even save your destiny. You keep everything, but you cannot take care of yourself. But it has to be minimized. It has to be under control, under check. Marry someone who has the same financial philosophy as you. Don't assume love will solve your money problems. Love without money, you must know, love without money management can lead to misery. So plan your weddings with joy, but plan your financial future with clarity and agreement. Number 4, are you planning to go into marriage soon? Set boundaries with family and friends. Set boundaries with family and friends. Now, when you get married, hear this. You are not just joining two people. You are not just joining two people, two of you. You are blending families also. You are blending cultures. You are blending expectations. If you don't establish healthy boundaries early enough, others will try to control your home. They will try to run your home for you. Will your parents interfere in your marriage decisions? You must find this out early enough. Will your friends still have unfiltered access to your time and attention? Discover this early enough. What's your plan for handling in-law pressures? Because definitely they will be there. Live and cleave is not just spiritual advice. It's a practical wisdom that will save your marriage and save your life. Your marriage must become your primary loyalty. Don't let outsiders have more voice than your spouse. You will agree with me? Your spouse is the real person. Others are extended. They are shadows. The real person is the one with you, your spouse. So here's my advice to you. Learn to honor without allowing interference. Set boundaries before wedding. Don't wait for tension to force them on you. Number 5, if you're planning to go into marriage, learn this. Physical intimacy is powerful, but must be understood. It must be understood. Now, let's talk honestly. Many couples enter into marriage without a healthy understanding of sex. Some think it will magically fix broken emotions. Others expect passion 24/7. Some carry, guilt and shame from past mistakes. But I can tell you now, sex is sacred, but it's not simple. It requires emotional connection. It requires mutual respect. It requires patience. It requires learning. So talk with your partner about past experiences, if there's any. Discuss with your partner about boundaries and preferences. It's very important. Discuss with them what intimacy means beyond physical act. Very, very important as well. And remember, don't forget, intimacy grows over time. It's not performance, but a bond. It's not a performance, it's a bond. If you are dealing with past trauma or past shame, don't carry it alone. Get healing before marriage. Try to get healing before marriage. Don't carry it and go into a new relationship. Number 6, very important as we are heading towards rounding off, your spiritual life must align. Your spiritual life, your spiritual belief must align. You may both be Christians, hear me, you may both be Christians, but do you share the same spiritual rhythms? It's very important. How important is your spiritual life? How important is it? Will you lead your home with God at the center? Will you understand the place of God in your home? How serious are you going to take God in your marriage? Are you going to consider God as the one that has established the marriage and also established your home? You see, these are the things that will determine the place you give to God in your new home. Ask questions like, what church values matters most to you? What church values matters to you most? You need to verify this. Don't assume unity just because you go to church or he or she belongs to a church unit, serving in church. Ask the tough questions. Will we pray together? Or is he the one that I will be praying, he will walk away or shut me down when I'm praying? You see, ask questions. How are we going to raise our children spiritually? Does he believe in spirituality when it comes to raising children? You see, as I'm talking to you, there are some things I see in my children. I know the ones that are ordinary. I know the ones that are not ordinary. And I know how to fight and win them back. Find out all this. They are very important. Ask, what do we do when God's voice calls us to uncomfortable obedience? How are we going to answer? You see, a spiritually divided marriage, hear me, leads to frustration and conflict. Just give it time. So don't sacrifice spiritual clarity for emotional excitement. Choose someone who works with God, someone who loves God, someone, most importantly, who fears God, not just someone who someone who sings in church, in choir unit, or that sings about God on Sunday services. Very important. Number 7, which is the last point, prepare for marriage, not just the wedding day. Prepare for marriage, Marriage is the senior brother of wedding day. Marriage lasts for lifetime. Wedding is just for a day. It's tempting to focus on flowers. It's tempting to focus on sweets. It happens to many people. It is tempting for everyone to focus on honeymoon plans. But hear this, while the wedding lasts a day, like I said earlier on, marriage is a daily choice. It's a daily choice. So you have to give it on. Prepare well for it. Invest in premarital counseling. Prepare with books, wisdom-filled conversations. Talk to seasoned couples who have gone ahead of you, not just your peers. There are couples that have gone far ahead of you. You are about starting a journey that some people have gone far in that same journey. So ask questions like, what habit builds trust daily? What habit builds trust daily? How do we handle seasons of disagreement? Find out. What keeps love alive when emotions fade? Very important for you to find out all this. Marriage, hear this, marriages don't fail because of lack of love. They fail because of lack of wisdom. So plan your wedding with joy, but plan your marriage with depth. Plan your marriage with intention. Plan your marriage with truth. And I'm closing. Please, if you are planning to get married soon, let this teaching guide your heart and prepare your mind. A wise marriage begins before the altar with decisions, with conversations, and convictions. Please, very, very important. So let us know in the comment section, what is one piece of advice you have heard or learned in your own relationship journey? Just share with us at the comment section. Please remember, people would like to share from your own experience, and your own experience can help rescue someone else. And also like this video, subscribe to BlissHills Relationship and Marital Hub, and share it with anyone who you know that is preparing for marriage. Let's build marriages that last, not just wedding that trend. Did you get what I said? Let's together build the marriage that lasts, not just the weddings that trend. Wedding may trend, but that's not a guarantee that your marriage will last. And until next time, remember, this is still BlissHills Relationship and Marital Hub, where love meets truth. Please, I'll see you again in our next video. And until then, let's continue to build the relationship that lasts. Thank you.